I'll just go ahead and Johan and Yuri, the three of us are working on the integration from the Docker part to the peer-to-peer part, so that it actually works for the demo. That is with ups and downs, but I'm confident that we will get it working soon. Well, it's working, but not yet. Always there are some issues still. So
Erwin, is this? I wanted to ask, like the Docker integration that you're doing for lib2p, like we already have integration, right? And then you are building on top of that to have the nodes communication or something like that.
yeah, well, it's hi Chris. It's the part where the Docker code is either getting a Docker image from Docker Hub, or actually it's actually going local first. Yeah. Then it gets from Docker Hub, and yeah, and that's it actually now. And there's a step in between that it should try to get a file from the peer-to-peer network, from the Pyrsia network.
Oh, okay. So from the okay.
Yeah, and that is what we're trying to achieve, because that is what we are going to demo, right? But to do that, we are maybe having to change some of the things. I think Mark was also working on this.
Yeah, because I was also working on half of it. So what I was doing, that to put the so what we are doing, we are putting the package version in the metadata. And so the next story for me was that to put the package version in Kademlia, so that whenever there is a ask to Docker pull, so first we will look whether we have it in Kademlia, and we can query there, and then we can see in our local and then Docker Hub. So that was the part I was doing to actually put it in Kademlia.
Right. So.
And Mark was doing to actually, I think, modularize this whole, lib2p that we have, which is like strongly connected. And he wanted to have modules, and also he was working to have the torrent to be.
Yeah, well, I think that we were taking small steps, and we worked from the discussion Mark started on the lib2p discussion list on GitHub, and there was someone who actually commented what would be the good solution, and that's actually the example that we are taking now. It's one of the examples that was commented there. I think it's just called a file example or something, and that's basically what we want to achieve, right? Get files from it.
That's exactly what I started with before I got pushed off of the work. So that's a great place to start.
Yeah. So it's actually working, but not all the time yet. So we are in the process.
I'm not going to lie. That sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
I shared it. I definitely shared it with you when we were working on this, Elliot.
Yeah, like I said, it sounds very familiar.
It's actually still in my bookmarks, so that's how important it was to me.
I'll go real quick. I had a bit of a one-on-one with Fred earlier today. He's trying to get a development environment going. So I think I was able to get him pointed the right way. And then I pivoted and I pulled Christian's branch. And I was looking at that. I actually am able to run cargo test on it. 2 of the tests fail, but I shared the simple fix to at least get to the point where you can run the tests. And that's all I've got. Thanks, guys. Who wants to go next?
I can go next. So as I mentioned, I was working on getting the package version on the metadata. And I was blocked earlier before, since Mark was working on modelizing it, and I was thinking I had to work on top of that, but then I continue my work. And also I'm working on this Pyrsia CLI to have it get from the place where installer is putting it and reading it from there.
Chris, do you want to go?
I spent all day yesterday writing up the vision of Pyrsia, which is what Suhendra had asked me to do. And this morning he told me I have to write up a summary for the blockchain. So that's what I'm doing, writing a PowerPoint today. So I can share the link.
Yeah, Christopher, I will be very interested. Yep.
So here is a quick glance at my vision of what Pyrsia should be. So that's that. And I just started this literally 30 minutes ago. So I'm working through it. And
have you looked at, and obviously this isn't a priority, but have you looked at Mermaid JS yet?
Never heard of it.
Okay, so that was what Steve Taylor shared with the group. Apparently, this is the popular way to do charting in GitHub. I will only point out there's a 500-page book. So before you spend too much time diving into this, that there is some discussion about this.
Yeah, there's just another plant UML nonsense. I really don't care about these. It
Okay.
just $10 says it's going to either generate an HTML file or an SVG or a PNG, and then we just have to link it in our code, and we can have some automation to render these. Whatever.
No, it's literally it's a JavaScript thing. So it's like an iframe that renders all of it. But again, we don't have to get into that right now. It's totally. It just seems that this is the hot new stuff. So whatever.
Sure.
All right, Brooke, did you want to go?
Yeah, no, I have internet troubles. That's as you see, I'm like connecting from my phone and I cannot really do any work done, but I hope it will be resolved soon. But as I mentioned, Christopher, this job is very important for like what I can do. So please share with me whatever you have.
Yeah, so like the whole point of our kickoff for the on-site tomorrow morning is going to be what is the vision of Pyrsia? What is the project? And
yep.
So I will. I don't know how to share
No,
this.
this is awesome. I'm joining you on Friday, so unfortunately I will miss the entire discussion tomorrow. But I hope on Friday you'll be able to show with me what you already done. So that would be awesome.
I don't want to put it on the OpenSSF Slack, and we don't have any place to share anything.
Yeah.
He's on the JFrog Slack.
Yeah, just send it to me in JFrog Slack. Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
I
wanted to share it. I want to share it with more people than just one at a time, but hey.
We have a channel in JFrog Slack for Pyrsia.
Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it got killed, and everything is on the OpenSSF Slack now.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
It is. I agree.
Okay.
We have a Slack channel, JFrog Pyrsia internal.
Oh, that's
okay.
what I know. Yeah.
Well,
maybe I forgot about. Let me see if I'm in that one.
I only have one Pyrsia channel, so I wasn't invited.
You weren't invited. Okay, who created that?
Yeah, I have one. Let me see if I can add him. Christian, there you are. You're on there.
Who the
hell says you're in here?
Yeah, I see everybody there.
I didn't even know this ever existed. We should monetize Pyrsia. Oh my god. Okay, no wonder I ignored this right away. What's the point of being an open source project if we're monetizing it? Okay.
Because we like money.
It's gonna get monetized eventually.
JFrog owes me a 1.5 years salary from working on Conan, so I'm not gonna fuss.
If it monetizes, I'll be the first one online.
Sorry.
Because I'm not part of the JFrog Slack.
Oh, sorry about that. I didn't even catch you were in the meeting, but I apologize. So
yeah, I mean this Scrum call is recorded, so I mean all of what you're sharing is being recorded. Yeah.
Why is every meeting recorded? Okay. So that's what I was working on.
Yeah, no, I got it. Abhijit, did you have a update for the team?
Yep. So I was discussing one-on-one with Chris about the architecture of the project, and I got a better overview. Like I understand the project much better, and we were discussing some little things about the website which he was making. He just showed it to us, the vision page. We were having a discussion about that, and we had a lot of discussion about the architecture and the bigger overview.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me, since we're still on that topic. Fred wanted to clean up the warnings that happen when you do a cargo build in Pyrsia node. So I did a branch off, and we cleaned those up collaboratively. But I wanted to call it out. It did mean removing the last of the Echo client server remnants. So if anybody cares, I'm sorry, what?
I didn't even know that existed, so whatever.
You remember how we had the flood sub and then we read standard in, and when you type something, it would then flood sub it to everybody else? That. because there was no longer anything reading standard in, it was dead code. So it's one of those things where if anybody cares passionately and wants to put that back, feel free, but I didn't really see much of a point. So I wanted to call that out.
Sounds good.
Okay. Does anybody have anything else? All right. Well, I guess we can wrap up the stand-up.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing everybody who's coming to Atlanta when they get here.
See you tomorrow.
Yep.
Cheers.
One day I'd fly to Atlanta, probably.
Well, we'll meet you there. Be safe, guys.
See you Friday.
Yep.
See ya.
Talk soon.